Welcome to the GCN Tech Show.
This week it's a Rouleur Live Hot Tech special. The special grape juice might have worn off, but we've still got loads of amazing stuff that we filmed there that we're going to show you.
Plus, we've got even more hot tech this week. We've got the Brompton World Championships on Zwift. We've got a bunch of cool new bikes. We've got some new tyres and some news in the world of pro racing. Oh, plus, of course, comments of the week and the bike vault.
I'm disappointed that you didn't say pro team. Pro teams.
You mocked me too much about the pro team news.
Because I was going to say I like protein.
Well, you made the joke anyway.
Ruined the joke.
Let's get on the show.
Right, we'll kick things off with some Rouleur stuff. So here's some Rouleur stuff that we filmed earlier under the influence of grape juice.
New tyres over at Pirelli. I'd heard about these, but this is the first time I've seen them. So they've updated Connor's favourite tyre, the Cinturato, which is the sensible tyre, the one with lots of puncture protection that's a bit heavier than the racy P0, my favourite tyre. Anyway, they've updated it. It's now made in Italy because it's the Cinturato Evo TLR, and it's got a new tread, new compound, and it's available in this incredible retro sidewall version now, which I'm all about. Love the style points. They've also got their new gravel tyres, which are also a new compound, new tread pattern, made in Italy as well. Over here, the Cinturato Gravel M and the Cinturato Gravel H. Look at those. The ultimate in gubbins. This is on the Pashley stand. They've come up with a sort of coffee brewing station that attaches into this giant lunchbox on the front of your bike. You've got a little stove in here that folds out. You've got your little gas canister, your grinder for your beans, which are here, although they're very dark roast beans. Do not approve. You've got a cup, and then you've got this water boiling thing. I know Connor doesn't know this yet, but this is top of Connor's Christmas list. New bike alert. This is the T1 RS from Colnago. So what it essentially is the track bike specific variant of the TT bike that Tadej Pogacar uses in the Tour de France. And it looks absolutely spectacular. One notable difference though, it doesn't have the integrated fairing bottle here just above the bottom bracket. Because you're not allowed a bottle on a track bike, and there's no bottle cage mounts. But it is a spectacular thing to see in person. I mean, just how thin it is. When you look at it front on, it just looks like it's going to slice through the wind. And they've definitely gone for that approach of trying to make the bike more narrow, and, well, as narrow as possible, especially with these thin fork blades, compared to, say, the Hope Lotus, where it's gone for that wider stanced approach. Other notable things on it are the width of the dropouts here for the front wheel. So this is something that we also see on the Pinarello Bolide hour record bike, but the front dropout is only 65 millimeters on the front. So these Campagnolo Pista wheels are actually sort of specially made for this 65 millimeter width to reduce that frontal area, make it more narrow. The standard track width is 100 mil, I believe. So yeah, that's it's pretty striking when you see it in person, but proper cool. The way that they are able to get the front end so narrow is a design feature we've seen on a few bikes. I've seen it on some BMCs, seen it on the new Factor Aero bike, and it's also on the Y1 RS road bike, but it's by having a hinge design rather than a normal steerer tube. So you've got basically a hinge where it's able to create an hourglass shape with a slightly wider bearing top and bottom. But even so, those bearings are still really small compared to a traditional steerer. But yeah, this is the way I think it's going in the pursuit of aero. So we've already seen the number 22 aero road bike that's titanium and 3D printed. There's another one. This is the Speedform from J. Laverack Cycles. And again, just an absolute thing of beauty. These things are incredible, and it's great to see additive manufacturing and 3D printing just going from strength to strength and seeing more of it. I've seen that Tom Sturdy has a bike here as well, over there. But this has been done in a collaboration with Loughborough University's engineering department to optimise the CFD of it and also the structural integrity of it. So being 3D printed, it's got all sorts of structures going on inside to make it as strong as possible. They reckon they can actually make it lighter than it currently is. So they were telling me that the frame set as it currently is about 1,800 grams, but that's because this portion here is just almost solid titanium. But they reckon they can take a lot of material out of there and build some sort of mesh honeycomb structures in there and reduce the weight a lot. So you've got a titanium seat post, you've got a full titanium frame that's actually made of 3 parts. So you've got a part that's printed, that's the head tube area and parts of the down tube. That's then bonded together with this sort of section and then the rear triangle as well. Beautiful integrated stem here, and then we've got envy bars on the front. The fork is carbon fibre, although they did hint that they might be working on a titanium additive manufactured fork as well in the future. The really cool thing about the Speedform, though, is that it can be made to measure. So it can be fully customised in terms of the length of the tube shapes and the dimensions of it and the geometry of it to you, if you're lucky enough to be in the market for such a thing. But yeah, very, very nice. T47 bottom bracket on there as well. But yeah, let us know what you think of this in the comments. These 3D printed titanium bikes really are something. This is so cute. They've also got a titanium balance bike for kids. Look at this. It's got a carbon fork on it and everything. This is £600, which is expensive for a kid's bike, but I mean, it's really light. I mean, like, wow, this thing's amazing. That is so cool. I would also pay probably £600 to see Connor Dunn try and ride this. DT Swiss have got some new wheels and they are beautiful. They're also very light. So these are the new Arc 1100 spline 38s from DT Swiss, so 38mm deep. And a big step for DT Swiss is that this is their first wheel set with carbon spokes. And the reason for that is, while a lot of wheels have been jumping on the trend of carbon spokes because they offer, well, lighter build options, DT Swiss has been hesitant because they really want to make something that works and is strong enough, and they want to trust the structural integrity of carbon spokes. They feel they've reached that point, and hence this has been created. By switching to carbon spokes, they reckon it saves about 100 grams overall, front and rear. And so the total wheel weight for these is said to be 1174 grams for the pair. They also have beautiful 180 hubs on there, which have got this really nice machined graphic on there with ceramic bearings in. Absolutely beautiful. I'm just going to see if I can hear the free hub on this. I blooming love DT hubs. They've actually got the wheels built onto a bike here, which is absolutely beautiful. And I think a contender for the nicest bike I've seen at the show. So this is a BMC team machine, and it's been built up in collaboration with, well, the Andermatt Tourist Board. It's all Swiss collaboration, Swiss bike brand, Swiss wheels, Swiss Tourist Board. But the paint job on here is actually a top-down view of the glacier that is on the Furka Pass. So if you've ridden the Furka Pass, which is featured in Goldfinger, and numerous adventures we've been on, you will recognise the hotel and you'll know the glacier. But what a beautiful paint job that creates. I absolutely love the white and the blue and the greys. And this build as well is just 6.4 kilos, as you see it here. Nice. I also love the saddle as well. It's got the glacier print on there too. Proper cool.
Well, there you go. Let us know what you liked the best.
Well, there's still more hot tech to come, though. But before we get onto that, Ollie, I have a confession to make. Mm-hmm. I feel like you're going to be disappointed in me. I feel like the viewers at home might be disappointed in me. But I'm going to say it anyway. I've started putting oil on my chain. You okay? Oh, he's mad. You know he's mad when he doesn't speak. No, right? Honestly, where are you expecting me to say that, and what's your thoughts?
Well, to be fair, like I do as well, when in certain situations.
Why are you a secret oiler?
I've never been a secret oiler. I've spoken about it in videos.
Oh, okay, yeah, fair. No, it just got to the time of year where I've washed my bike loads, my chain's all filthy and horrible, and I was like, do you know what? I'm just going to put some oil on it and get on with life and commute into GCN Mega Base.
I think it can get so wet and gross in the UK on a frequent basis, especially with commuting, that something like Silka Synergetic becomes the better solution.
Yeah.
Just has like greater effectiveness.
Yeah, in these conditions for sure. And do you know what? I blooming loved it. It was great. Anyway, moving on. Moots have a new bike. Should we discuss it?
Yeah.
It's called the Scrambler. So this is an adventure do-it-all bike. You can tell from the pictures that it's that kind of thing because it looks
Like Connor's bike.
like Connor's dream bike.
Yeah.
It's got mounting points for gubbins to go all over it, big chunky tyres. It's got drop handlebars, but you can fit, I think it's a 2.4-inch tyre, which is basically like a cross-country mountain bike tyre into this bad boy. So yeah, 100mm travel suspension fork up front. But what I think is really interesting is how they're getting some of the compliance into the back of the bike through the titanium, I think it's like a wishbone seat stay design, taken from some of their previous bikes. Looks pretty cool though.
It does, yeah.
You got routing for a stealthy dropper seat post. It's got a GRX XT mix of drivetrain and also 29-inch boost wheel set, which is kind of like technology taken from the mountain bike side of things. I'm not sure if I really like the look of this bike. I appreciate the design of it, but I just don't think the looks are for me.
It's pretty wild, isn't it?
Yeah. And complete bike prices are, I mean, it's titanium, as to be expected, starting from around £8,350, marker $9,499, and then rise up to around the £10,000 marker for, depends on what finish you have on the bike.
I do really like the anodized finishes that they do, though.
It's cool, but...
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on. Ridley have made a custom bike for Alexander Kristoff.
He's retiring, right?
Yeah, so 2025, the race season just gone. This is going to be his last one. And to celebrate some of his iconic race victories from over the years, they made him a cool bike. What do you think of it?
Ooh,
You like it?
that is cool.
I really like all the little design details and elements on the frame,
It's
all the
cool.
paintwork up front. Plus, I just love it because it's white.
Of course you do.
Nice or super nice?
It's only nice. It's got no pedals on it.
Also, I think if you look close at the pictures, it's got no batteries in the mechs either. It is pretty cool though to celebrate. I think, let me just double check. Over his career, Kristoff amassed 98 professional victories.
How many monuments?
I don't know, but I can read out some of the highlights. Milan-San Remo, Tour of Flanders, Ghent-Wevelgem, worn the yellow jersey, Olympic bronze, European champ,
So 2 monuments.
and well, that's just some of the highlights. It's not like it's not the best out of everything.
Yeah. His Flanders victory, that's my favourite. It was epic.
Yeah. All right. Moving
And
on.
also a Canyon Air Road. So that was like
The Gen 2 one.
It was a big moment because before that everyone was like, no, you can't use an aero bike on the cobbles, and so everyone would use like a specific cobbled bike.
Remember when cobbled bikes were a thing, and it was basically just the endurance kind of model of all different bikes.
Yeah.
It was like more upright, more compliance, whereas now it was like aero, smash it.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about tyres next?
Yeah, some new tyres from Challenge. They actually sent them to have a look at, actually, which is quite cool. So they've got a whole new load of tyres out this year. So first one is this one, which is the Quattro Stagioni, which means 4 season.
Oh, you're basically Italian.
Yes.
Thanks, mate. I would never have guessed that.
Alan has been teaching me.
Alan.
The curious thing with these is, and with their other one, so the other one that they've got here that they've sent is their new Challenge Elite tyre, right? Which both of these are available with either black or a tan sidewall, which is kind of cool. But the curious thing about them is they have a different shape and construction to what we're used to on tubeless tyres.
Okay.
So they're calling it like an easy fit shape. So the idea being that it's easier to get on and off.
Oh, I would never have guessed that one.
Yeah, right.
This is good.
Okay, so they're saying that a new moulding process preforms the tyre into a different shape. And you can see, if I unfold it, it's got this like flatter shape that it's holding.
It's very different to what I would anticipate from when you unbox lots of other tyres.
Yeah, and they have the bead design is different as well to what you could sort of conventionally find. But it is that, they're saying it's fully tubeless bead design that is also compatible with hookless rims.
Okay.
So yeah, pretty curious that. I mean, if that is something that makes installation of tubeless tyres easier, then
we're all for it.
I'm all for it. So the 4-season one is heavier and has a bit more puncture protection.
Yeah.
This one is designed as sort of this elite tyre. It's designed as more like intermediate level tyre.
Super thin, speedy casing.
Yeah, it's very thin.
Yeah. I mean, tan walls just look cool, don't they?
Yeah. So I don't think I'd use that one in winter, but yeah, there you go. Pretty
Okay.
Cool. The other thing is I was going to say is this one is available up to the winter one. The Quattro Stagioni is available up to 35 mil.
Okay, big
Pretty
chunky boys.
wide. This one,
Pretty wide.
32, but they're doing another road tyre that's 35 as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brompton World Championships on Zwift. You spoke about this briefly when you were at Rouleur Live, but I thought I'd mention it again now because it is running from the 17th to the 23rd of November, where Zwifters everywhere can join the virtual Brompton World Championships, which is a week-long series of short format races and events. Now, it's really not like your average race. So this is done on a specific course, which is inspired from the Brompton Real World event, and it takes place on the virtual streets of London, specially themed course complete with Brompton banners and arches, and finishes on the historic Mall. It's kind of cool.
It is pretty cool.
I saw this advertised on Zwift the other day, and I was like, shall I do it? And I don't think I'm in shape to take on the virtual.
Well,
Brompton
I rode
World
the
Championships.
virtual Brompton at Rouleur.
The virtual Brompton, but in real life.
Yeah. So they had a Brompton coloured up in.
It's very cool,
Brompton.
that design.
Yeah, with the orange and the white and
Yeah.
stuff. It was really cool.
So I think there's a super limited run of those being made.
Well, Brompton are getting pretty good at making these like limited edition runs of specific things. I mean, the sort of OG one I remember was when they did the Chapter 3 David Miller one, which has become a real kind of collector's item Brompton.
Yeah.
If you've got one of those, it's probably worth more than what you paid for it.
Sitting on an absolute gold mine there. Could retire off it.
Yeah.
New bikes. This is from a brand I gotta say I'm not super familiar with. It's called Officine Matteo, Italian brand. And
Did
then
Alan tell you how to pronounce that?
no. Alan and sort of anyone else Italian is probably thinking like head in their hands, thinking like this guy.
Mamma mia.
Mamma mia. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on. They've got a new gravel bike. It's called the Bisalta. I think that's how you say it. Bisalta? You want to confirm? Italian?
Bisalta.
Yeah, thanks very much. It's a gravel bike. It's designed and made in Italy and is named after the Bisalta mountain range.
Is it?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's said to blend road level performance with off-road capability, kind of like what everyone says about racy gravel bikes. 950 grams for the frame, 600 grams for the fork, T1000 carbon fibre, and I think 50mm tyre clearance.
T1000 carbon fibre.
T1000.
Is that the carbon fibre that can sort of form any shape and impersonate John Connor's mother?
Yes, it is.
Nice. Right.
I tell you what, I do blooming like the paint job on this. I like that effect. And then finally in hot tech,
Yep.
I'm going to say it so you can make your rubbish joke. We've got some protein news.
I love protein. What kind of protein is it? Whey? Pork? Beef?
No.
Chicken?
Team news.
Protein news.
Yes. Right, so Q36.5. Tom Pidcock's team basically they've gained Pinarello to come on board as a bike sponsor, and then for the 2026 season, they have changed the team name, and they're going to be known as Pinarello Q36.5 Pro Cycling Team. This is big news. So
It is big news.
Tom Pidcock has been associated with Pinarello for a long time. Then obviously he moved across to the Q36.5 team and then used Pinarello bikes off-road only.
We kind of saw it coming though.
Yeah, you didn't have to be an expert to see this one coming, did you?
No, because the guy that has like the big stake in Q36.5 also has like the big stake in Pinarello. So it's like he's
amalgamated. Linked it all together.
You can see it's part of the master plan. Yeah. I can't wait to see. I'd imagine it's going to be sort of like January the 1st when they announce the new team bike livery.
Yeah, I hope it's off the charts.
Oh, they're going to do something good, aren't they?
Yeah, I've got a little quote here from Tom Pidcock. I'm really happy to be back on Pinarello full time. It genuinely feels like coming home. I've always loved riding their bikes, and over the years I've built such a strong relationship with the brand. It's the perfect reunion.
That is pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. Right, more on tech next week. It's now time for comments of the week, and we're going to kick things off with some comments from the show with Fog Rider 4607. 13 speeds? ? Great. Ship all your disregarded 11-speed equipment to me, and I'll ride it for the rest of my life and never need to buy another group set.
True.
It's true.
It's still blooming great, that 11-speed.
Well, we said it last week, didn't we? When we had 11-speed, we were like, this is it, it's done. Group sets completed it, mate.
Tablet JH said, waiting for 3x15 speed will come for sure. I mean, it's only a matter of time.
Yeah. Random Dude 5938. We haven't needed more gears for like 30 years, but it's awesome to have them. All right. Speaking some logic there, but whatever.
There were lots of comments underneath the Rouleur Hot Tech video.
Anything in particular people were focused on?
Darren7650 says, the funniest thing was seeing the gradual increase in your word slurring after those grape drinks.
Yeah.
86 people agreed with Darren.
Only 86? HM Design, what a great video. I'll eat up to the enthusiasm all the way to 11. Consider making more videos on grape juice.
124 people agreed with that.
Michael Newman, 4302. Grape juice Ollie is my new favourite thing. Way better than mineral watered Lloydie.
What if we combine the two?
Oh, it would be off the chart.
Imagine that.
Yeah, it would be an HR nightmare.
What would your lubrication of choice be?
I can't drink wine. Can't drink it. It makes my throat close up. It's just hard spirits only.
Hard spirits only.
Yeah, I don't think anyone needs to see that.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
It might be the last video I ever made.
Yeah, it'd be incredible.
Yeah.
So what happened was, right, is we went for lunch before we went to Rouleur.
A grand luncheon.
Yeah, and we went for lunch and they kept putting more wine in my glass.
Wine? I thought you were just having friendly grape juice.
I mean grape juice. They kept putting more in.
You know, when you have a sip and then it's like immediately topped up.
It wasn't even empty and they were refilling it. So it was
people just being kind.
Yeah, and then so before I knew it, I'd had about 5 or 6 glasses of the stuff.
Yeah.
And
and then someone waved
and then we were like,
oh,
we better get to Rouleur. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Thanks. I just want to say from the community, thanks for doing it.
And then, when we got there, then they kept giving me Wahoo recovery drinks. They told me it was recovery drinks in a can, but it tasted kind of funny. I don't think it was a recovery drink.
No. Electrolytes.
Anyway.
Right. At the weekend, Connor made a video repairing his damaged carbon frame.
Which is blooming brilliant if you've not seen it.
Yeah, he's been talking about this for a long time in the office.
He got a top end Luet. He got a top end Look US carbon frame, like amazing, like high end superbike frame.
£20.
For 20 quid, yeah.
That's mad.
And then he's fixed it.
Yeah.
Like, that's amazing.
Well, you say he's fixed it.
Watch the video. It's
the expert has a particular opinion on it, but check the video. Aperto_cars. Having a professional react to your work and classifying do's and don'ts is highly educational. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Ian Williamson says, thanks for helping confirm my decision to get a frame professionally repaired. It's going in on Monday.
Do you want to do the last one?
Dominic Britt says, what could possibly go wrong? Having it look nice doesn't mean it's safe. and rip the Park Tools screw dish.
Right, we need to talk about this. Did you see Connor use the Park Tools to mix up the epoxy? I'm not happy about this.
Yeah, we need a new Park Tools screw dish.
We need a new one.
The Park Tools screw dish, by the way, is a really, really useful little bit of kit. Because when you start taking bikes apart and stems and seat posts and you have your little bits, it keeps them safe in a place so that you don't, if you've got butterfingers like me, just drop them all over the place.
Well, now you can't. It's just full of epoxy resin.
Yeah.
Absolute joker. I need to buy us a new one right now. I won't stand for it. Anyway, moving on. Bike vault next.
Right. This is where you submit pictures of your bikes and we judge them to either be nice or super nice. If they're super nice, what happens, Alex?
The bell gets rung.
You can submit your bikes using a link in the description below, which takes you to the uploader. Free to do so. Anyway, right. What have we got first? It's from Landl.
It's a Canyon in-flight. I'm glad they explained because judging by the picture, some people might have struggled to tell. What do you think?
Apparently, Landl is in Northern California. And wow, they've certainly been using that cross bike for what it was intended for.
Yeah.
Really cool.
I'm going to say I like it. It doesn't really matter how it's presented. You've just absolutely ridden it like you've stolen it.
I think super nice because, it's being used.
Yeah. Super nice.
To the max.
To the max. Thanks. Next one, Clark, is their first proper road bike. They said they had this for a couple of years now. First proper road bike. Got some budget-friendly AliExpress parts. Photo taken from a recent trip conquering the hills of Snowdonia.
Love it.
Yes.
Also, there's a bit of a chimney going on there.
Quite a lot of chimney.
But
cranks the wrong way round.
I like the way they've matched their smart fancy pants Rafa Camelback water bottles with the yellow bar tape. There's a bit of colour codes thought gone into that.
I'm surprised you like that because I like that, but I had you down as a guy that didn't like it.
I kind of work. It's a case by case basis, Alex.
Okay,
and in this case, it works.
I like this. It's not particularly well presented, but I'm willing to say super nice.
Yeah, I think a first proper road bike. I'm feeling good about this one. I think I'm getting a good vibe.
Okay.
Duncan Trunken.
Duncan Trunken, great.
Has a 2024 Specialized S-Works Crux with Zip 303s and also 50mm tyres on there.
Winter road bike and gravel bike.
Also, it's got SRAM Red Explorer.
Explorer. Yeah.
What are we making of that? Oh,
Tyres.
I'll tell you what. Whereabouts is
cool.
this? Whereabouts does it say where he's based? It could be anywhere in those woods.
Just big bush.
But it's.
I like it. It's a shame it's sort of half thrown in a bush.
Got a little exposure react light on the back there.
Yeah, I like that. That's neat.
Score points for that.
Safety. I want to supernize this, but it doesn't feel like there's been much thought and effort gone into it.
It looks like it has just been chucked in a bush.
Yeah. Imagine someone said, right, you've got 5 seconds to take a picture of your bike for the bike vault. Chuck it, picture, go. Nice. Chris Hallett.
Chris Hallett with a Ribble Ultra Aero SL.
This is his pride and joy, he says.
105 Di2. Right, instantly, the little ring at the front seems...
Yeah.
It's a look at that bike. That bike it should never be ridden in the little ring.
No. Also, why have we got this really artificial sort of depth of field on it on the picture?
It's also the sort of depth of field algorithm
has really
struggled with the front disc brake rotor.
Yeah. Look, I think this bike has great potential. But
I tell you what, because they do them custom
with
the configurator, don't they? The paint on these, which is really cool. And that is you've picked a very tasteful colourway.
I thought you were going to say tasteless. I was like, shots fired.
No, I think it's good. You've kept it simple because the temptation with these custom paint job things is to pick every option under the sun. Like when Connor did with his unicorn turd.
Yeah. Like, Connor, what colour bike do you want? Yes.
Yes, all of the colours.
All of the colours.
Yeah. Now that looks very smart, but I mean, it would look a lot better if it was in the big ring.
I don't think I can let this one slide.
It's because it's an aero bike as well. And it's like the most aero bike. It needs to sort of, I don't know. Yeah, nice.
Yeah,
should
nice.
be a super nice. Resubmit. So here we have Mark with what they're describing as it's worse than Alex upgrading his bike. So what they said, so there's a story behind this, right? Basically, they said that they had an entry-level Specialized Diverge.
Yeah.
And they've upgraded the wheel set, converted it to one by, got all the parts together, and then while they were doing that, they saw a second-hand S-Works Diverge frame come up for sale. They bought that and put that on there. So basically, it's a bit like Trigger's broom.
Constant upgrade.
Yeah, they're calling it an upgrade, but basically it's a new bike. They just ended up buying everything and buying a new bike.
Sounds great. I'm all for it. People should do it more often.
It looks cool though, doesn't it?
Yeah, I love this. I like the tyres. I like the new GRX wireless stuff. Subtle,
tell you
slick.
what, as well, on the front there, they've got one of those big, massive exposures for night riding.
Yeah, I like that. What we're going to say then, I want to supernize this. Can we do that?
Yeah, that's super nice.
Okay, I think this is our last one now. It's from WHW Woodshipard with a Colnago C64 they purchased in 2020. 11-speed Dura Ace. Ooh. All the Colnago bits and bobs, some envies. They're owner of a bike shop in Slovenia.
I love a C64.
This is nice. This is nice. These are like, you know, when rim brake was really peaking across all sorts of different brands.
Envy 6.7s.
Yeah. What's the background?
The background is I don't know. An old photograph.
I would quite like to supernize this bike.
Are they tubs? They look like tubs.
Yeah, potentially.
I think they're
Can't
tubs.
Quite see. Oh.
Yeah. That'll be blooming light then, won't it? I mean, that's pretty cool, isn't it? That sort of gold and black carbon.
There's some really cool facts here, right? So they're saying this is a one of two custom paint job bike, which they were able to verify with Colnago. An added bonus, an actual photograph of the bike's original owner.
With Ernesto.
With Ernesto Colnago was also included for him. This is off the charts.
Yeah.
One of the last models featuring Ernesto Colnago's signature. I mean, this is literally automatic super nice.
Yeah, I think, well, the other thing, I mean, knowing that was built under Ernesto Colnago's house in...
something special about that.
That's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
super
that
nice.
is... The thing is, right, is normally I would criticise a bike like this for not being, like, outside being ridden. But it feels like this one is so special. It's one that you kind of need to, like a classic car.
Got to look after it.
Keep it secured.
The only time that's coming out is for like an hour's spin on a crisp, dry Sunday.
Yeah.
Okay, super nice.
Yes.
Right, that was the last bike for this week's Bike Vault, which means this week's show has drawn to a close. Ollie, thanks very much for all the grape juice inspired content. It's been emotional.
Yeah.
We're out of here. Love you, bye. See you next week. See ya.